on these little bikes going nowhere. They look like Jim Carrey having a funny moment. Derek, we've got other people like you who want to do the 9/11 conspiracy programme.
All right.
And you've sent me some stuff, haven't you, which I haven't yet understood.
Not yet. No, I haven't yet.
Oh, well, I've
sort of got bored of it, really, because I've been, you know, it's sort of...
yeah, I know.
Everyone's kind of...
It's been flogged to death
not
on
a bandwagon, but it's like people are starting to wake up now, and it's a little bit too late now, I think, because
it's gone, isn't it?
We should have been asking questions closer to the time.
Yeah, but they were
and
it was
now
too
it's a bit like Chinese whispers, isn't it? You've got so many different theories and so many different things to look at that you can spend like 10 lifetimes and not get round to reading and watching everything. So
Derek wouldn't have seen it this week on telly, I wouldn't have thought. But did you see the programme on Channel 4 this week? What was it? The Jumping Man or something like that it was called?
Falling Man.
Falling Man, that was it. About the photo, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I thought that programme was really interesting. Yeah.
What photo?
The one on 9/11 where there's a photo of a guy who literally...
Oh, on the roof?
No, he jumped out and it's just the man falling. So.
Is that the Tommy Boy Shrine or something like this?
Yeah, there's a guy...
What's that with that Derek?
This is a...
I tell you what, he's not checking any bloody notes. He says, I'm listening, man.
Who's that?
This way. I've turned my media player down. This is a proper phone call now.
I know, who is it? What's your name?
My name's Chris. Hello, hang on, I'm just turning this down.
Chris?
Hello. I'm through now to here. That Derek, he's very... I don't know whether he's reticent. I can't right put it... Yeah, what's the word?
This guy's talking gibberish,
he
isn't
deigns to talk to you lot. All this. I was very disrespectful last week while he was away, Tommy. Can I speak to Tommy, please?
Yeah, go on.
I was very, very disrespectful. I said that Duncan needed his adenoids because it sounded like he's full of snot. But it wasn't him, it was my headphones.
Yeah, you cheeky fucker.
I'm very sorry, Duncan, honestly, I didn't mean that. But to me, it sounded like you were full of snot. Yeah. And you can hear myself, and I thought, well, adenoidally speaking. Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to talk to Derek. I don't care whether he's a horrible bloke, you know, he's like this. He's a bit snotty himself, eh? Am I interrupting the programme?
No, I think you and Derek should have a conversation. What we'll do...
Who's this guy?
I'm what you call a contributor, aren't I, now?
Very much
contributing
so.
From hyper... Sorry, I can't hear properly. This is a phone call. I'm contributing from hyperspace at the top of my stairs. But, no, I've got stairs now.
Has he been on the Wacky Backy?
No, never mind all that. Last time I indulged any of that was in 2001, just before Tommy got the sack, and I'd had some ayahuasca. And I asked him, he's got, only the worms, the maggots, he said. He'd been to Machu Picchu or something. So they probably, it was a crackling line. Right then, well, I won't ring back ever again, because I can't be asked.
Right, thank you very much indeed. He was good. I don't know who he was.
He wanted to talk to me, did he?
Derek's fan, by the sounds of things.
He phoned up because he was irritated by you, Derek, apparently, but he was quality, wasn't he?
It's too bad.
Quality. Yeah. I mean, it's great because you get calls like that and you just don't know.
He didn't say what he was irritated about, though.
He was just... I don't know.
I want to talk to that Derek.
It was a sort of Subterranean pastiche, I think. But I liked him. He was funny.
Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah, he was all right.
Anyway, we were talking about the Falling Man.
Falling Man, yeah.
Falling Man.
Yeah, and it was the guy. It was a picture that was published in the papers on September 12th, and it was the solitary picture of the sole guy. Hang on a second, because falling out the.
And he had the window sort of behind him with this reflection of the sun over it, and this guy. It basically, the picture depicted a man who had realised that he was going to die, and not given up on life, but accepted death, and it just looked really tranquil and really happy and at peace, and just falling through the air as if you would imagine Superman flying straight towards the ground. It was literally like with his shirt blowing out behind him. The image was banned immediately. It was the first photo to be printed on all the American press, and within hours it caused such an uproar that they banned it, pulled it and reprinted the front page.
That's right, yeah, and then it goes on to show that that one picture was in a series of 12, and actually when you take the other 11 pictures into account, it doesn't make it look quite serene and peaceful.
No,
because you can obviously see that he's falling and he's flailing around and his legs are everywhere. And they tried to identify who this guy was, and one reporter identified him as a guy, and he went to the family, and their religious belief was that you would never commit suicide because it was against their religious belief, and they got very angry that he'd been named in the papers, and then subsequently it was found that it actually wasn't him because they enhanced the photography and found that it couldn't be a Hispanic bloke. It was a. Well,
I have this question for everybody: if you are in a room and there is a wall of flame, actually there in front of you, so hot that you are about to be roasted alive, which I understand might have been his circumstances, and there is a cracked open window there. If you throw yourself out of that window in order to avoid an inferno, you're not really committing suicide, are you?
It's a tough one, really, isn't it?
That's it, isn't it, you see?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Actually, it's almost survivalism. It's almost instinctive survivalism. I wouldn't want to. I mean, what would you? It's a terrible thing, but what would you prefer? Take a phone call. Derek, stay with us. We'll take this phone call and then we'll regroup. Hello, this is.
Hello, I think I might have got you there. I'm on my phone. I'd just like to ask how I can save money on a national phone call by Skyping you in that way. Is that possible to sort me through it, please?
Yeah. Have you got a PC? Well, obviously,
I'm sitting in front of it at the top of the stairs in hyperspace.
Yeah, in hyperspace, yeah.
I'm on your shrine at the minute, son.
Okay. Well, if you Google Skype...
Oh, shit.
Well, you on that little bar.
Google it, like.
Have you got Google? Do you know how to Google?
Yes, so. I don't run by the CIA, Tom.
What?
I don't run by the CIA.
Google? Everything's run by the CIA. Everything.
I start talking about 9/11 and all that
Everything's
stuff.
run by the CIA and the FBI and
the
LAPD.
You're not, are you, Tommy?
No, I'm not.
You're not. You're just a harmless television presenter who had nothing to do with MK Ulster when I was a lad.
I've worked for a few bosses who didn't think I was harmless.
Do you like Dex's Midnight Runners anyway?
Oh, with a passion, I do. With a passion.
Do you? Should we have a little bit of it before you go to... I think as soon as this is like what you call a telephone call, why don't you play any music anyway, Tom?
It's a talk show.
Oh.
And guess what?
I've got somebody at the door. Honestly.
Enjoy. He's a character. Derek, stay there.
Is that the same guy?
Yes. Yeah.
Play Radio UK.
If your satellite TV system breaks down, you could be without all your favourite TV programmes and facing a big bill to pay just to get it back again. From only 12p a day, you can protect yourself and get the peace of mind you need from a service agreement with Satellite Direct, the UK's largest independent provider of service agreements for Sky TV systems. With our national network of highly trained engineers, we'll either fix your system or replace it quickly and at no extra cost. Call now for instant service on 08702 245 777 or log on to www.satellitedirectuk.com for details. Satellite Direct UK. Your choice, our commitment.
If you want to try something different, then check out the wide range of music playing now on playclassicaluk.com. This is Play Radio UK. Dynamic Diction with Tommy and Duncan on Play Radio UK. Beware, the content of this show may offend.
I don't think it can, but some people will be offended by anything, won't they?
Yeah.
So this evening, today, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are, listening, podcasting, on the train, gosh, or watching it on YouTube, which I found a bit haunting, frankly, looking at myself, not knowing that I'm being filmed is odd. Anyway, we are talking about, at the moment, our taboo of the day is farting. And we've been talking a bit about 9/11, chewing gum, only because we were all chewing gum at the start of the show. Duncan swallows it. We got around to talking about our stools, our evacuation. Have I missed anything else?
Swallowing.
Well, we had that,
swallowing semen.
We had our gentleman from Switzerland.
Chap from Switzerland, yeah, reprise, Duncan.
Well, it was Declan, wasn't it? Declan, who is looking for some guidance, I think, of the situation he's in at the moment, and he is in a relationship. They're not married, though soon to be married, and his partner. I hate that word, partner. We always use partner. It's dreadful. His girlfriend, his other half, is now pregnant, and he believes that she